Why do I get all the good jobs?
Because we never get tired of tormenting you. Come on, you did most of them yesterday. You'll be finished in no time.
Yeah, but dump them in the nearest bin.
Don't you dare. There's a lot riding on this reopening, and not just for Gran.
And what'll you be doing while I'm pounding the streets with my man bag?
Well, Dee Dee wants to see me. I'm hoping she's decided to help with the case.
Ah, you've always wanted a sidekick. Bailey and Nazir, murder detectives.
Oh, God. Oh,
Don't worry, I've got it. I've got
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No worries, thank you.
Morning.
Hello. You must be Mr. Carpenter. Can I call you Stuart? Stu? Stewie. None of the above.
No, Stu is fine. Pleased to meet you.
Nice. I'll drop the rest of these over for you later.
Oh, right. So you won't take on the case?
Oh, no, I've read through the files, but I'm just notorious for losing things. Ask my mum. So it's better if they stay here for now. Anyway, I've looked through all the evidence, and there's a lot of gaps in the original police investigation, so if you want some help filling them in, I'm your man. Woman. You know what I mean.
So you're going to help prove my innocence?
Well, I didn't say that exactly. I can help you do a more thorough investigation. Where that leads to is anyone's guess. Potentially straight back to you, but hopefully not.
So, when can you start?
About half an hour. I've not had breakfast yet, so I'll go a bit loopy on an empty stomach.
Well, we can make you something at the restaurant if you like. We're heading there now.
Perfect. Can grill stew on the way. Yeah. So you're sure no one knew about the affair before she was murdered?
No, I don't think so. We were pretty discreet.
You can't have been that discreet, considering you were the only person the police interviewed under caution. Look, what I mean is the police barely interviewed anyone who knew her well. Just her parents, her best friend, and you.
I know, it's insane.
And this same best friend mentioned that Charlie had an ex-boyfriend who she was on and off with for several years. However, the illustrious Detective Lennox never bothered to find out if he had an alibi.
So it could have been him?
No idea, but you'd think they'd look into it. Hey, and then there's Charlie's dad. He did time for GBH in 2002.
Well, how do you know that?
The power of... Oops! Oh, sorry.
Why would he kill his own daughter?
Don't let me just...
Let me help with that.
Thanks. Well, my dad would be pretty peeved if I was having an affair with a married man. No offence.
None taken.
Angry, yeah, but murder?
Well, could have been an argument gone wrong. Who knows? Well, not the police, because they never bothered to find out if he had an alibi either.
Sorry to interrupt, but could I steal Stu back? We're opening soon.
It's all right. We're done for now anyway.
So, what's next?
Well, I need to track down this Detective Lennox, find out why there was only ever one line of inquiry.
Is there anything I can do? I think my gran's got things covered here.
Well, his ex-wife mentioned in her statement that she and Bridget were in bed by 10 and slept right through, so can't corroborate what time Stu came home. Can you just check that with her?
Oh, no chance. She's made it really clear she wants nothing to do with this. Well, I could try Bridget, maybe. I know where she works.
Excellent. Catch up with you later, DC Nazir. Sorry, I overheard your brother earlier. I always wanted a sidekick. See you later.
Bridget, right?
Sorry, no walk-ins today. We're fully booked.
Actually, I'm not here for my nails. I'm a friend of your dad's. Look, what do you want? I'm sorry for turning up like this, but I'm helping him with his case. I just need to check something with you, that's all. Your mum said in her statement that you and her went to bed early that night, so no one heard Stu come in.
Well, I wouldn't. I just sleep with the headphones on.
And what about your mum? Did she sleep with headphones on?
What are you getting at?
Nothing. It's just my gran always says that once you've had kids, you wake up at the slightest sound. I'm just trying to understand how she didn't hear Stu come in.
You're saying she's lying? Is that how my dad's going to clear his name by bad-mouthing my mum?
No, not at all.
Mum. Eliza, get back in the back. I'll be there in a minute. You need to leave.
I'm sorry I've upset you. I know how hard it must be to relive this after all these years, but don't you want your dad to be innocent? Don't you miss him? And what about Eliza? Doesn't she deserve to have her granddad in her life?
And don't come back. Else next time, I'll call the police.
Shouldn't have gone behind my back. It wasn't your place.
We're trying really hard to clear your name, Stu. I'm sorry if that means that we have to ask some questions, but there's no other way to do this.
All right, look, I know you're doing your best, and I really appreciate it. It's just that the reopening of the restaurant isn't going as well as we wanted, and I feel terrible about you, Gran. She's only in this mess because of me. Now Bridget's upset. And you were Dee Dee this morning. I mean, all the roads could lead back to me, and then this will all be just one big fat waste of time.
Guess what I found? Lennox's address. We know from Zidane's mate in the police that Lennox was forced into an early retirement because of an inappropriate affair, allegedly.
You don't believe the HR records?
Just think there might be more to it than that. Like the affair was an excuse to get rid of him because they knew he was incompetent or corrupt. You know, maybe this isn't the first time he's forced a confession out of someone.
Yeah, so talk to him.
Well, he's not just going to tell her, is he?
And then he'll start covering his tracks. No, we have to be clever about this. Maybe we could find an old colleague, speak to them first.
Yeah, but how long's this going to take?
Well, it's impossible to say, really. Look, I know it's frustrating, Stu, but you hired me to do this properly. I won't cut corners.
Yeah, right. Fair enough. Right, well, I better get back to speed, though. I've left Yasmin in Zidane.
So, how did it go with Bridget?